So you can bundle up and you can head to a certain destination. A lot of people actually sometimes shying away from the bigger travel, especially when we're considering Europe. And interesting topic today because we have a life coach joining us, Leslie Strong. Great to have you here on the show.
Thanks for having me.
First, congratulations because a new book came out in September. So you're right on board with everything that's happening with the clients, the people that are coming into your office.
Yes, absolutely.
A lot of them dealing with some setbacks, some obstacles when it comes to actually making the big decision to travel and travel abroad.
Yes. I mean, there's many reasons why people just aren't traveling, but one of the main reasons that I've seen is some people just don't think they're worth it. It's like, well, you know, my neighbor goes to Europe, my cousin goes to Europe, but me go to Europe? It's a big adventure. It's an experience to go to Europe. And so some people just think, oh, they have it on their bucket list, but they just keep not ticking it off. So, you know, in my book, I talk about get into action. Nothing happens without action. So get on that phone, book your flight, just get into action, because when you do, you take control of your life. And when you take control, you become happier, more fulfilled, and you start on a new path. And you, like, literally the moment you get into action, make that decision, you'll be different. Mm-hmm.
And I think people are looking for that life adventure. And so it's interesting because Air Transat had done a survey. They really understood that people were sometimes backing away from certain things. They didn't realize that how easy it actually can be without making 3 or 4 different, having to stop and transfer in different cities, that there are ways to make it easier for yourself.
The process can be daunting for most people, and Air Transat has made it so great to take away that daunting process of where do I go, what do I do when I get there, hotels, food. They have packages. They have people who will design your package for you. They will pick you up at the airport. I mean, really, your experience starts the minute you get on the plane with Air Transat, because they do it all for you. So it takes away that I can't do it because it's a lot of work excuse.
I think for some people, getting on that plane can be the huge obstacle. And I'm sure you've dealt with that as well with people that have come into the office, right? It's just, they don't want to be with people. They feel like they're claustrophobic. There are so many different things that trigger things in people.
And the fear of jet lag, small, tight quarters. And again, Air Transat's done a beautiful job. They've revamped their planes. They have now this mood lighting. So it associates the time of the day so you don't get as jet lagged. So really, it's such an amazing experience. And it takes so many of those fears away and just allows you to relax and get ready for your phenomenal adventure ahead.
Those are different things. I didn't think about that, the mood lighting, you know, or just having that, because there are so many different things. What do you get back from the people who say, listen, especially when you say making that change is the biggest step right there, but that they get out and they get to experience things and how that changes their perception of things?
Yeah, I met a woman on a plane. I was coming home from LA last week, and she was she had gone on a trip, and her friend at the last minute couldn't go. And she was thinking, oh, what do I do? I'm by myself. I'm on this tour. She was a person who was so lit up beside me. She's like, I can't wait to go to another place. I was so scared to go. I really didn't know what to do. And I was alone. And that adventure just put her outside her comfort zone. Mm-hmm. She shifted her world. And all she could do is say, okay, my bucket list has got like 5 pages long. And I'm just ticking them off a mile a minute. And she couldn't wait to start planning the next one.
And so the planning is the critical part, and then making that step. And so right now with Air Transat, I know that there's a couple of sales. If it's enticing you to say, okay, I'm going to take some of this advice and do things, what is happening right now?
Until February 12th, there is a seat sale to Europe, and Air Transat goes to 30 different destinations in Europe direct, which is brilliant. So there's no hopping terminals and losing luggage. And so now really when I say get into action, you know, that's my power tool number 10, get into action, really get into action. You have till the 12th, and then you have something to look forward to for when it comes up.
I think for me it's always having something else circled on the calendar that you're looking forward to, that you have something. I know, absolutely.
You really want to look forward to a beautiful destination.
That seat sale going right through until the 12th,
yes.
You were mentioning.
Yes.
And then, of course, for people looking to pick up your book, where can they find it?
Chapters, Indigo, Amazon, Kobo.
What is it called?
The U Factor.
The U Factor, and that's coming to you from Leslie Strong. Thanks so much for the information, and take advantage of the savings right now that's happening with Air Transat. You can find that at airtransat.ca.